A cool, gentle wind drifts across the ancient stone walls, whispering secrets to the ivy that clings in quiet spirals. The sky above is a deep, velvety indigo, sprinkled with 1,000 shimmering stars that seem to blink sleepily, as if they too are preparing to drift into dreams. There stands a falconer, his silhouette tall and patient, outlined by the silver light of the moon. In his gloved hand rests a majestic bird, a peregrine falcon, its feathers smooth as polished river stones, its eyes glinting with serene curiosity. He raises his other hand to stroke the bird's chest, and you can almost hear the soft, feathery rustle. Falcons were believed to carry messages to the heavens, to whisper prayers into the night sky, revealing bright, alert eyes that shimmer like droplets of dew. His words are ancient lullabies, soft invocations of moonlight and sky currents, designed to soothe both falcon and listener alike. You can almost hear the distant rustle of leaves, the quiet splash of a hidden stream winding through the woods, and the sleepy chirp of crickets somewhere below. And cold night air, an earthy, ancient perfume that seems to draw you deeper into stillness. He opens them again, and with a subtle nod, he signals to the falcon that it is time. Each beat of its wings is strong yet silent, like a soft drum guiding you deeper into calm. As it circles higher, your thoughts seem to rise with it, drifting away like feathers caught in a gentle wind. You can see the small leather hood he holds, its delicate stitching, a testament to the patience and care required to raise such a noble bird. Each stitch is a breath, a pause, a promise of quiet devotion. As he speaks, you feel your own breath becoming slower, your mind opening like a quiet garden at dawn. Medieval nobles believed falcons could see the spirit world from above, carrying whispered wishes into the realm of stars. Tonight, imagine each of your worries slipping into those wings, lifted higher and higher, until they dissolve completely in the moonlit sky. You feel a slow warmth spreading from your chest to your fingertips, to your toes, each cell in your body whispering, "Rest, rest." The falcon shifts on his arm, feeling the night's cool breath ruffle its downy chest feathers. You sense a shared silence between you and him, a soft, sacred understanding that in this quiet hour, all is well, and all is exactly as it should be. There is a pause, a hush so complete, you can hear your own heartbeat echo in your chest. As it lands, its talons lightly touch the falconer's glove. A gentle, silent homecoming. You feel your limbs growing heavier, each muscle sighing in relief, as though you have been waiting for this moment for many, many nights. He begins to hum again, the same lullaby he offered the falcon, now woven just for you. A simple hearth flickers warmly, sending soft crackles and amber shadows across a low bed covered in woolen blankets. The falconer brings the bird close, pressing his forehead lightly to its beak, and in this moment, they share a quiet bond older than memory itself. He removes his glove, setting it carefully beside the perch, then stirs the embers, adding a small bundle of dried lavender and rosemary to the coals. The stones are cool underfoot, and ivy peeks through narrow windows, casting gentle moon shadows along the walls. In this moment, he is more than a keeper of birds. He is a guardian of secrets, a silent friend to the night, a shepherd of dreams. Then, with a powerful, silent surge, the falcon lifts off, wings unfolding like moonlit sails. Each bird was carefully trained with gentle patience, using small leather hoods to keep them calm, and soft leather gloves to protect the falconer's hands. This ancient melody, passed from master to apprentice, is meant to calm both bird and human, to stitch together the edges of night and dream. A hush that invites you to quiet your own thoughts and simply be here in this moment. Your breath moves as slow as moonlight on a still pond. The falconer breathes slowly, deeply, as he watches the moon climb higher. Long ago, in medieval times, falconers were not just hunters. They were trusted companions to noble families. Tonight, this falconer has come not to hunt, but to share a private ritual beneath the stars. He removes the bird's hood slowly, Reverently, the falconer leans in, his voice a gentle whisper that only the bird, and now, you can hear. You feel the faintest tremor of the falcon's talons. As it shifts, the warm weight of its body, balanced against the falconer's arm. Imagine the way the moonlight glints along the bird's sleek feathers. How the cold stone beneath your feet grounds you, anchoring you to this peaceful dreamscape. Beyond the walls, the forest stretches out endlessly, a sea of dark treetops, waving softly in the night breeze. The falconer closes his eyes for a moment, inhaling the scent of ivy, moss. Slowly, gracefully, the falcon steps forward on his glove, testing the air with its wings. You watch as it glides above the ramparts, a dark silhouette against the star-flecked sky. The falconer watches, his head tilted slightly back, moonlight catching the edge of his kind, weathered face. He lowers his arm now, turning to rest it on the old stone wall. The falconer hums softly, a low, rhythmic sound that blends with the wind and echoes faintly across the courtyard below. You listen, letting each note slide down your spine, melt in tension, loosening every knot in your shoulders and neck. Far above, the falcon soars in wide, elegant circles. The falconer closes his eyes again, pressing his palm gently against his chest, as though feeling the heartbeat of the night itself. Your eyelids grow heavier now, your breathing so smooth and easy. You imagine the falcon descending now, returning in slow, wide spirals. He replaces the hood tenderly, covering those bright eyes, guiding the bird into soft darkness. The same soft darkness waiting for you now. He turns then, guiding you down a small spiral staircase within the castle wall, each step echoing softly beneath you. At the bottom, a small wooden door creaks open, revealing a cozy stone chamber. The falconer sets the bird on a wooden perch by the hearth. A gentle, herbal sweetness rises into the room, curling around you like a warm hug. The falconer sits on a small stool, his eyes kind and clear, his presence soft as a down feather. Each note drifts around your head, sliding down to your heart, guiding you further inward, to that secret place inside you where you are always safe, always at peace. As he hums, your mind grows quiet, your breath slows to the rhythm of a gentle tide. In and out, in and out. You watch the firelight flicker and dance on the stone walls, each spark like a tiny star winking goodnight. And finally, your eyes begin to close, your thoughts soften into gentle clouds, and you drift deeper and deeper. The falconer leans forward slightly, his voice now no more than a hush. You hear the crackling of the fire behind him, the faint rustle of feathers as the falcon settles, and the whisper of ivy brushing gently against the window. He begins to tell you an old story, one passed down through generations of long ago, he whispers. There was a young prince who carried a falcon on every journey. He believed the bird was not just a hunter, but a spirit guide, a loyal companion who could speak to the moon and bring back secrets from the stars. His voice is slow, each word like a small pebble dropped into a still pond, sending gentle ripples through your thoughts. He would pause to admire dutiful cobwebs, each tiny drop reflecting a tiny sunrise. You can almost feel the cool mist on your cheeks now, the hush of a forest waking up all around you. The falcon was thought to embody courage, clarity, and freedom. It carried not only messages, but hopes and blessings, soaring above the petty troubles of the world below. The stars seemed to move with it, shifting ever so slightly, winking and blinking, as if they too are listening to the story. The warmth drifts down your throat, into your chest, and blossoms there like a soft golden flower. Your breathing deepens, your mind quiets even further. The prince would wander through misty glades at dawn, falcon perched on his wrist, listening for the first bird songs of the morning. Steam rises from it slowly, a fragrant blend of chamomile, lavender, and honey. You hear the softest exhale, the tiny click of its talons on the perch, little shimmers of silver light settling onto your forehead, your eyelids, your shoulders, encouraging every muscle to soften, every thought to grow lighter and quieter. The moss under your feet is soft and springy. The air is cool and fresh, and moonbeams slip between branches like silk ribbons. Imagine holding that cup, feeling its gentle warmth seeping into your palms, inhaling the sweet, calming scent. As it soothes every nerve in your body, the smell of lavender drifts deeper into the room, curling around your shoulders like a protective shawl. The surface reflects the moon so clearly that it looks like a second sky beneath your feet. You kneel down, dip your fingers into the cool water, and watch small ripples drift outward, as though carrying away any last traces of tension. When it returns, that light is released in tiny dreams, fluttering through the night to find those in need of rest. You feel the feather in your hand pulsing faintly, almost as if it shares your heartbeat. Overhead, the tree sways softly, and moonlight filters down in quiet, shimmering waves. Let your spirit glide above the treetops. Let your mind drift higher than the tallest towers. You feel yourself gliding, as if carried by unseen wings, away from the pond, away from the forest, rising gently toward a sky filled with soft stars and distant, shimmering melodies. Let the moon guard your dreams, and finally, by your own dreaming heart, and return to me when the dawn calls softly at your window. Each orb floats upward, swirling around you like curious fireflies. They glow softly, whispering secrets you can quite hear, but somehow understand. Deep in your heart, you are safe. You are loved. You are enough. The forest holds you like a cradle, gentle and protective. The bird would leap forward, wings snapping open, slicing through the morning fog in absolute silence. Sometimes the prince would stand at the edge of a wide lake, holding the falcon high as if offering it to the heavens. In this quiet, you realize that every sound, the crackling hearth, the soft breaths of the falcon, the rustling ivy, is guiding you deeper into a vast, moonlit forest inside your mind. In medieval times, falconry was not merely a sport. It was a way to commune with the spirit of the wild. You twirl it gently, feeling its softness, brush your fingertips, and each touch calms you a little more. You hear the distant hoot of an owl, the quiet scurry of small woodland creatures, all harmonizing in a gentle nighttime symphony. As the falconer speaks, you feel the story wrapping around you like a quilt. Each detail is a soft stitch, pulling you deeper into warmth and serenity. Outside the small window, the moon continues its slow dance across the sky. The falconer sets a small wooden cup on a low table beside you. He encourages you to take a slow sip in your mind. The falconer smiles faintly, as though he can see your spirit settling down, your thoughts gliding to rest like a falcon returning to its perch. In the corner, the falcon shifts once more, feathers ruffling as it tucks its head beneath its wing. The fire crackles again, sending small shadows up the walls, painting them with quiet dances of orange and gold. Some say the falconer continues that when a falcon soars above the moonlit ramparts, it gathers pieces of moonlight in its feathers. Imagine those tiny, moonlit dreams drifting down to you now. The falconer leans back, closing his eyes, and you sense a gentle stillness in the room, like a pond without a ripple. You begin to imagine yourself walking through that forest now. Each step feels weightless, as though you are floating rather than walking. In your hand, you carry a small feather, a gift from the falconer. Light as a sigh, shining faintly with moonlight. You pause by a silver pond. You sit by the pond now, your back resting against a smooth, ancient stone. As you sit, you notice small orbs of moonlight rising from the surface of the pond. Your breathing has become so slow and steady now, your entire body sinking into the comforting embrace of this moonlit dream. The falconer's voice drifts back to you, softer than ever, as though coming from a dream within a dream. Rest now. You let your head tilt forward slightly, your eyes closing completely now. The falconer's final words come like a gentle breeze through a summer meadow. Fly free tonight. Your last conscious thought is a warm, glowing sense of being held by the moon, by the forest, by the falconers, tender care. And then you drift into a deep, serene sleep. The night outside stretches on, quiet and endless. The falconer, sitting beside the hearth, watches the gentle rise and fall of your breath. He knows that your mind is wandering far beyond the castle walls now, drifting among the stars, gliding above shadowed forests, visiting hidden gardens and moonlit clearings. He hums again, but this time it is softer still. So delicate, it is almost a thought rather than a sound. The falcon, too, shifts its weight on the perch, nestling its head deeper under its wing, sinking into its own feathery dreams. In the center of the clearing stands a low stone pedestal, and atop it rests a single feather, the same one you carried in your hand, now transformed, luminous, and pulsing softly with gentle energy through the small window. The moon dips lower in the sky, casting long, silvery trails across the ivy and stones. You hear them now, floating around your mind. Rest deeper, trust the night, drift beyond the edges of thought. You reach out and touch the feather, feeling a comforting warmth seep into your skin. One ribbon curls around your wrist, another around your shoulders, another gently rests on your forehead, as if you could simply float upward, carried by these shimmering ribbons, beyond the treetops. Beyond the sky itself, the fire has burned low now, glowing embers breathing out warmth like a sleepy heartbeat. The falcon stirs for a moment, then settles again, trusting completely in the falconer's touch. He stands and stirs the coals once more, adding a final sprig of rosemary, releasing one last wave of earthy calm into the room. Each one soothes you further, untangling every remaining knot of worry. A soft vibration moves through you, a song only your heart can hear. You glide among them, touching each one lightly, feeling each tiny burst of warmth and kindness. The stars seem to lean closer, as if peeking in to watch over you, each one a tiny guardian with a glowing heart. His presence will always remain with you, woven into your breath, your heartbeat, your dreams. You walk without hurry, each step sinking slightly into soft, cool earth, releasing the scent of wildflowers and damp leaves. Most silent place. You become the moonlight itself, shining softly, watching over the world below, feeling nothing but warmth and serenity. The sky turns deeper indigo, the stars twinkling like soft lullabies, so quiet and so loving that you feel it rather than hear it. Sleep now, gentle soul. Your dreams are watched over. You are safe. You are free. You are loved. You feel your consciousness slowly fold inward, like a flower closing at dusk, preparing for the sweetest, deepest sleep. You feel yourself slowly rising to meet it. Your body as light as a drifting feather, your body weightless, your mind adrift on a gentle, endless tide. You feel no fear, only a deep, serene joy. The joy of release, of surrender, of true rest. You are still wandering the forest in your dream. There, each tree stands like an ancient sentinel, draped in shimmering moss that glows faintly with moon dust, allowing yourself to slip beneath the waves of sleep. No more effort, no more thought, just drifting, floating, resting. The falconer stands there, a lone figure in the night, his spirit shining like a lantern, his hand raised in gentle farewell. In his mind, he offers a silent blessing. May your dreams be as wide as the sky. May your spirit soar as high as the falcon. Another that sparkles like laughter. Another that pulses in slow, rhythmic waves, mirroring your breath. In this starlit ocean, you feel your thoughts dissolve completely, leaving behind only peace, only quiet, only soft moonlight. May you always return safely, cradled in the moon's embrace. Ahead of you, a small clearing opens up, bathed in silver light. The wind feels like an embrace, guiding you forward. Slowly, the feather begins to rise, hovering just above the pedestal, spinning gracefully. As you approach, the air feels warmer, like the hush before a morning sun rises over a quiet glade. This feather holds all the gentle messages from the falcon, the moon, the stars. Each one, a soft note in a lullaby, meant just for you. As your fingers brush the feather, a soft wind begins to swirl through the clearing, lifting leaves into lazy spirals. You watch, mesmerized, as it releases faint, glowing trails that weave through the air. Like silver ribbons, you feel lighter than ever. In the real world, the falconer watches you with soft eyes, seeing your body grow still and peaceful. He moves to the falcon's perch, checking the small hood, stroking its feathers gently. The falconer looks at you once more, his gaze tender and protective. In your dream, the moon above glows even brighter now, larger and closer than you've ever seen. The stars gather around you, swirling softly, their faint songs wrapping you in a cocoon of shimmering light. You drift past a star that hums in a low, comforting tone. You look back once more and see the earth below, blanketed in mist and moon shadows, the castle ramparts glowing like a silver crown. You understand that he is not truly saying goodbye. As you drift further, your breath is now so slow and soft, it is almost invisible. The moon whispers one final message. You surrender fully, and in that deepest, there is nothing to do now but rest. The moon above you is now a giant, shimmering guardian, its surface alive with soft ripples of silver and pale blue. You feel your heart slow to match the rhythm of the celestial music, each beat echoing into the infinite sky. You drift closer, almost close enough to touch, and you feel a gentle warmth, as though the moon has been waiting just for you. You see a grove of crystal trees, their branches long and delicate, swaying slowly even though there is no wind. You reach out and brush one of the branches. It makes a soft, bell-like sound that vibrates through your fingertips and travels straight into your heart. All around, stars swirl and hum, creating a soft symphony, a cosmic lullaby meant to cradle you ever deeper. You drift past small islands of stardust, each one glimmering like a tiny, hidden sanctuary. Beyond towers and trees, beyond every worry, into the deepest pools of moonlit dreams. On one, you see a circle of glowing flowers, their petals opening and closing with each breath of the universe. You see the tiny glow of a lantern in a distant window, perhaps a lone knight keeping watch, or a sleepy scribe finishing his last letter before bed. His falcon has now joined you in the sky, soaring just behind, its wings beating slowly and powerfully. You feel its presence, like a gentle guardian spirit watching every graceful movement you make. The entire world feels hushed, as if holding its breath for you. On another, gentle streams of silver water trickle over smooth stones. As you pass through it, small star flowers bloom in your wake, each one releasing a soft, fragrant mist that smells of wild lavender and morning rain, each droplet singing a different soothing note. You follow willingly, feeling your spirit lighten even more. With each silent wing beat, your mind empty and clear, like a polished moonstone reflecting only the gentle light of the stars. And when you wake, remember that the moon and the falcon will always be waiting to guide you home. You feel your eyelids grow impossibly heavy, your breath slow to a peaceful, endless rhythm. You pause near one of these stardust islands, hovering above it as if weightless. This sound ripples out, wrapping you in a warm, glowing cocoon of peace. You feel as though you are being cradled in the hands of the universe itself. It is a lullaby in itself, a sound so pure and loving that it seems to melt straight into your heart. Somewhere in the distance, you hear the echo of the falconer's voice, even softer than before, like a loving memory. Fly as far as you wish tonight. He knows you have found the place beyond all worry, beyond all noise. A secret kingdom of moonlight and feathers, kept safe for you alone. A soft current picks you up again, gently guiding you away from the crystal grove, lifting you higher into the sky. You become part of the sky, part of the falcon's gentle dance, part of the moon's endless watchfulness. You are now surrounded by countless shimmering feathers, drifting and spinning slowly, as if caught in a timeless dance. Each feather holds a memory from the falcon. The rustle of wings at dawn, the quiet hush of the ramparts, the softness of moonlight on stone. You reach out and catch one. As your fingers close around it, you feel a tender warmth blooming in your chest. A feeling of deep, unconditional safety fills you, as if someone has wrapped a comforting blanket around your soul. You glide onward. Below, the earth is a tapestry of moonlit fields, gentle rivers that sparkle like liquid silver, and dark forests that look like deep pools of velvet. You pass over a castle tower, its flags unmoving in the silent night air. The falconer stands on the ramparts still, his cloak fluttering softly around him. The falcon circles you once, twice, then glides ahead, guiding you toward a glowing path in the stars. This path winds through a constellation shaped like an ancient tree, its branches stretching far into the night. With each breath you take, the scent wraps around you, calming every part of your mind, washing away even the tiniest echoes of worry or thought. Your body feels as light as a whisper now. The falcon calls out once, a soft, melodic sound that shivers through the sky. You respond without words, only by drifting closer, feeling your essence merge with the soft, luminous path ahead. Somewhere far below, the falconer watches the sky, smiling softly, his eyes filled with a quiet, deep joy. You hear his final, soft blessing carried on the wind. Rest as long as you wish. The stars around you grow even softer now, their light like downy feathers brushing against your skin. In your final waking thought, you feel a warm glow spread from your heart outward, a promise that you are deeply loved, deeply watched over, deeply at peace. You surrender fully, drifting into the deepest, most tranquil sleep you have ever known. A sleep beyond words, beyond time, beyond even dreams themselves. Up above, the falcon hovers in a circle, its wings catching moonbeams like delicate silk sails. You follow its graceful path, feeling your body become almost translucent. A shimmer, a ripple of light and breath. Below, the castle courtyard rests in serene silence. You can almost hear the faintest echo of a distant lute, the last gentle notes of a lullaby floating through an open window before all falls quiet again. Imagine the smooth stones of the courtyard, warmed by the day's sun, now cooled by the soft night air. You feel as though you are made of moonlight and mist, as if the wind itself could carry you in its gentle hands. Ivy trails up the walls, whispering in the tiniest breeze. Far away, a lone owl calls, its sound rich and mellow, like a velvet bell echoing in the dark. Your spirit drifts lower, gliding just above the parapets, brushing past the soft tufts of moss that cling to the ancient stones. The falcon loops above you, guiding you further along the castle walls. There is more to see, more to feel. A single torch flickers far below, its flame dancing in slow, sleepy waves. Each tapestry tells a story. A forest where wolves sing to the moon. A knight resting beneath an ancient oak. A queen weaving moonlight into her crown. You reach it at last and feel its gentle warmth on your skin, like a quiet hand resting on your shoulder. Each image is a doorway to another dream, another soft adventure waiting just beyond the veil of sleep. With every beat of its wings, you feel an echo in your own chest. A subtle rhythm, ancient and wise, inviting you to sink even deeper into this moonlit trance. You pass a small garden patch where herbs and flowers sleep under protective linen covers. Lavender, rosemary, and mint. Their scents drift upward, weaving around you like a calming spell. You feel its glow enter your very bones, illuminating you from the inside out. Every cell in your body hums with quiet peace. Every thought dissolves into soft white light. You can sense each one. The baker dreaming of golden loaves. The shepherd dreaming of starlit meadows. The child dreaming of dragons that breathe sweet, warm smoke. Its feathers feel impossibly soft, each one a tiny, living whisper. As your fingers move along its neck, a wave of warmth flows through you, a silent, shared understanding that you are safe, cherished, and endlessly free. You step closer, feeling your heart expand with quiet wonder. You feel its breath, its heartbeat, its boundless spirit rising within you. Your mind is as smooth and still as a hidden forest pond, reflecting only the stars above. Together, you break through the last thin veil of cloud into the pure, crystalline expanse above. You close your eyes, and in the darkness, you see a new horizon open wide, an endless sky filled with silver trails, like rivers of stars stretching into eternity. You hover above it, peeking down into the soft darkness, feeling an almost magnetic pull, deeper and deeper inward. You glide past the stables, where horses shift softly in their sleep, tails flicking gently, breathing slow and deep. One horse lets out a sleepy snort, then rests its head against a wooden stall door, completely content. The scent of hay and cool stone rises to meet you, comforting and earthy, grounding you even as you float. No boundaries, only the soft hush of infinity, the gentle chorus of stars, and the silent promise of the moon. You remember that in medieval times, these herbs were prized not just for healing but for their spiritual protection. Lavender, to soothe the heart; rosemary, to strengthen memory; mint, to clear the mind and refresh the spirit. Tonight, they share their secrets with you freely, asking nothing in return. Beyond the garden, a narrow stairway spirals downward, its stones worn smoothed by countless careful footsteps. The falcon calls again, a sweet, gentle cry that feels like an invitation. Come further, come deeper. You follow, sinking slowly down the stairway, the air growing cooler and softer with each turn. Around you, tapestries hang along the walls, their threads shimmering faintly in the torchlight. You pause before each one, taking in the fine details. The tiny stitched stars, the gentle curve of a leaf, the hidden faces in the shadows. The falcon lands nearby, folding its wings with a soft rustle. It watches you patiently, as though it has been waiting for this moment forever. Slowly, you reach out a hand. The falcon tilts its head, and with infinite grace, it leans into your touch. In that moment, you and the falcon become one. You feel yourself lift again, this time with the falcon's strength carrying you higher than ever before. Here, there is no time, no wait. The moon smiles down at you, a luminous guardian offering its endless embrace. The falcon soars beside you, and you realize you are no longer following. You are flying together as equals, as companions, as twin sparks of moonlight in the night. Far below, the castle lies wrapped in deep sleep, the villagers curled in their beds, dreaming their own gentle stories. All are connected, all watched over by the same moon that cradles you now. Your breath has become a quiet ocean wave, moving in and out without effort. Here, in this moonlit sanctuary, you are free to stay as long as you wish. There is no rush, no noise, only soft, eternal night. Up here, above the clouds, the stars are so close that you could almost reach out and pluck them like tiny crystal berries. Each one hums with a soft, delicate tone, a lullaby note. Just for you, you hear the whisper of its feathers, each movement like a tender sigh in the night. With each beat of its wings, you feel your own heart echo, slower and slower, until it becomes a deep, peaceful drum, steady and strong. The falcon circles in a slow, graceful arc. Its wings glow softly, as though painted by a moonbeam. It looks at you with eyes full of ageless wisdom and quiet love. Below, the world seems so far away now. A patchwork quilt of sleeping villages, quiet forests, and still lakes, all bathed in a silvery glow. You drift together past moonlit rivers of mist that curl and twist like gentle silk scarves in the breeze. You float near a constellation shaped like a great tree, its branches alive with soft points of light. Every worry, Every hidden tension dissolves in that glow. Folding its wings, it lowers its head, as if offering you a quiet blessing. You reach out once more, becoming part of you. A quiet, eternal flame that will always glow within, sinking even further inward now, beyond the edges of time, deeper into the warm, glowing, floating, endlessly at peace, moonlit core of your own heart. You feel as if you are lying on a bed of clouds, each breath rocking you gently like a lullaby. No matter where you wander, fingers stroking the soft curve of its back, feeling the silky smoothness of each feather, you feel your spirit sigh with relief, settling even deeper into this dreamlike peace, making the moonflowers sway in a slow, guiding you to a small clearing where a circle of moonstones glows faintly. In the center of the circle rests a single, luminous feather. Its glow so gentle, so pure, that it almost hums in your mind. Hypnotic dance, feeling the moonstones pulse softly beneath your feet. You kneel, pick up the feather, and as you do, a gentle warmth blossoms inside you, expanding out in gentle ripples. You feel as though the moon itself has wrapped you in an embrace, whispering, "You are safe, you are loved, you are whole." You breathe in, and with each inhale, you draw in more moonlight, more serenity. With every exhale, you release any last fragments of the waking world, letting them drift away like small, fading fireflies. Its edges pulse like a heartbeat, inviting you closer. The falcon glides ahead, calling back to you in a soft, melodic cry that sounds like both a song and a promise. As you pass, the stars gently drift down like petals, settling on your shoulders and hair, leaving behind a warm, tingling glow. The falcon leads you deeper into this sky garden, past bright star blooms that open and close with each breath of the universe. Soft call, circling you once before perching at the edge of the moonstone circle. You feel its silent promise echo through your entire being. "I will always be here, whenever you need me," guiding you home. You find yourself in a vast sky meadow. Suspended high above the earth, moonflowers bloom beneath your feet, each petal shimmering softly in pale blue and silver. The air here is sweet, cool, and fragrant, carrying hints of jasmine and wild mint. You pause to listen. Each flower emits a soft, echoing chime that reverberates through your bones, soothing every last thread of thought. Further along, you see a great moon gate, a vast circle of light hovering in the starry sea. As you pass through the moon gate, the world transforms once more. You kneel to touch one of the moonflowers, and as your fingers graze its petal, a gentle warmth rises up your arm, spilling into your heart like liquid light. The falcon lands beside you. A soft breeze drifts through the meadow. The falcon gently nudges you forward. You step inside. You bring the feather to your chest and feel it dissolve into your skin. The falcon lets out a final. You close your eyes. Every part of your mind and body begins to drift beyond the edges of thought. You are simply here. Now, in this circle of moonstones, you feel the ancient pulse of the earth beneath you. The stones thrum softly, like a heartbeat echoing from deep within the world's hidden core. The falcon watches silently, a patient guardian. Each movement sounds like a delicate harp string being plucked by invisible fingers. You feel the vibrations in your bones, calming every last flutter in your heart. Its feathers glisten under the moon's touch, each one shimmering with stories of faraway skies and secret winds. It feels cool and weightless, as though it's made of starlight. You breathe it in slowly, and as you do, a serene warmth spreads from your chest outward, wrapping your entire body in a soft, glowing blanket. You listen carefully to the soft rustle of the moonflowers swaying nearby. A thin, silvery mist begins to roll across the meadow, curling around your ankles and drifting gently around the moonstones. Above the stars, blink and twinkle in slow, sleepy rhythms, as if they too are breathing with you. You begin to sense your own glow, a hidden light inside you that has always been there, waiting. It flickers softly at first, then grows into a steady flame, strong and patient. You realize this is your soul's lantern, a quiet star within you that will guide you home again and again. Its feathers brush your cheek like a whisper, a sound so faint and kind it feels like a lullaby made only for you, stepping back slightly as if giving you space to feel your own quiet power. You can almost hear it smiling in the night, its eyes bright with approval and love. You feel connected to them. Each star, a tiny, watchful eye. Each pulse, a gentle reassurance that you are never alone, rustling the moonflowers and carrying tiny seeds up into the starlit air. These seeds shimmer as they rise, drifting toward the stars, feeling the slow, almost as if nodding to you, a final blessing, surrounded by the softest night imaginable. The falcon nearby, the stars above, and the moon holding you in its infinite, tender arms. A goodnight kiss from the universe itself, radiant pulse beneath your fingers. You realize that you carry this entire sky meadow inside you. Its flowers, its stones, its moonlit breezes, all tucked away in your spirit, always ready to be revisited. Each one a small wish or blessing waiting to bloom somewhere far away. The small lists, the future thoughts, the worries that cling like ivy, all of them melt under this moon's tender gaze. Free, softer now. A long, low note that fades into the star-filled horizon. Gentle waves. Each inhale bringing in moonlight, each exhale letting go of every last tether to the waking world. It feels like a gentle reminder that even in stillness, you're always moving forward, always growing, always safe, endlessly light. There is no rush, no urgency, just a slow, steady drift toward the infinite night. You are left with only your soft, open heart and your steady, gentle breath. The falcon shifts closer, resting its head against your shoulder. It vibrates through you, drawing you deeper and deeper into a cocoon of peace. You watch them move, almost like slow, quiet dancers weaving their way through moonflowers and mist. The moon's light begins to grow stronger, forming soft beams that spill across the meadow in shimmering rivers. In this radiant hush, you feel the last pieces of your waking self drift away. The falcon begins to hum, a low, melodic sound that rumbles softly, like distant thunder rolling across a calm sea. You close your eyes again, letting that hum guide you inward, past every layer of thought and memory, into a quiet chamber inside yourself, where nothing exists but stillness and light. In this place, the falcon seems to understand this moment. A gentle wind begins to blow across the sky meadow. You feel a part of you floating with them. Weightless, the falcon calls again. You rest a hand over your heart. The moon overhead tilts gently. Your breath continues in long. You are floating now. The falcon steps closer again, its head slightly tilted as it watches you with wise, gentle eyes. Its feathers catch the moonlight, shimmering as if each one holds a tiny galaxy within. You feel no fear, only a warm curiosity, like the soft flutter in your chest before a beautiful dream begins. You sense that it is about to lead you somewhere even more magical, a secret place beyond the meadow. Slowly, you rise from the moonstone circle. You feel lighter than ever before, almost as if your feet no longer touch the ground. The falcon stretches its wings and nudges you forward, inviting you to follow. Each petal opens as you pass, releasing faint whispers of sweet fragrance. Lavender, jasmine. The water glows softly, each droplet sparkling like 1,000 tiny stars. As it flows into a still, glassy pool, the surface reflects the entire night sky above, an endless tapestry of constellations and soft moonlight, and something else ancient and mysterious, like the scent of moonlit rain on castle stones. The sounds of the world above fade away completely, replaced by a deep, echoing hush. You both begin to walk toward a hidden path, lined with pale, glowing flowers. Every beat of your heart echoes around you, slow and comforting, like a lullaby, sung by the moon itself. You see a medieval knight resting beneath a tree, his helmet in his lap as he gazes up at the stars. They drift past like soft, golden clouds, leaving warmth and calm behind in their wake. You see a young scribe riding by candlelight, his quill dancing like a feather in the breeze. You see a healer whispering to her herbs under a rain-soaked, thatched roof, her breath mingling with the scent of rosemary and sage. The falcon lands beside you, its wings folding as it watches you with quiet pride. Instead of your reflection, you see a swirl of images. Vast forests under quiet medieval courtyards filled with the scent of herbs. The falcon leads you toward it, moving with a slow, patient grace. You climb in slowly, feeling it cradle you perfectly. The softest breeze rocks you, and the lanterns above seem to glow a little brighter, as though smiling down at you. As you approach, the water gradually becomes air again, light and cool against your skin, as if you are surfacing from a luminous dream into an even gentler one. A falcon perched on a stone tower with moonlight brushing its feathers. As you move deeper along the path, you notice tiny fireflies hovering around you. Its wings create gentle ripples, each ripple sending tiny moonlit sparkles swirling around you, and the deep, endless calm that has now become a part of you. Each swirl of light coaxing your mind further into softness and surrender. You breathe in deeply and slowly, and as you exhale, you feel yourself slipping into the water's soft glow without even moving. Their lights blink softly, moving in slow, dreamy patterns that seem to spell out gentle words only your heart can understand. You reach out your hand, and one little firefly lands on your finger, its warmth so delicate it feels like a kiss. Further down the path, the air begins to change. Petals fall gently from the branches, drifting down like little blessings. It grows even cooler, filled with the faint sound of water trickling, echoing like distant silver bells. You hear the falcon's soft wing beats behind you, steady and reassuring. Ahead, you see a moonlit waterfall cascading over glimmering rocks. You step closer to the edge, peering into the pool. The falcon stands beside you now, gazing into the pool as well. It lowers its head and closes its eyes, inviting you to do the same. Suddenly, you're drifting beneath the surface. But the water is not cold. It feels like floating in warm, luminous silk. You move effortlessly, gliding through a dreamlike current filled with floating petals and tiny shimmering lights. As you drift, you pass by translucent shapes, perhaps memories, or dreams, or gentle fragments of old stories. All these souls are part of your story now, ancient echoes wrapped around your own quiet breath. The falcon's shape appears ahead of you once more, gliding gracefully through this underwater You follow, feeling each ripple relax you even deeper. You begin to sense a new shore ahead, glowing gently through the silvery water. You step onto a shore, a soft, moonlit sand that feels like velvet beneath your feet. You look around and see a peaceful grove of moonlit trees, each branch adorned with tiny glowing lanterns that sway softly in the night breeze. A single, wide hammock made of silken threads and moonbeams hangs between two ancient trees. It glows faintly, as if calling you to rest. The falcon gives you one final, gentle nudge toward the hammock. You close your eyes, feeling every muscle soften, every thought slow into a gentle ripple. Your breath deepens into the quiet rhythm of sleep. In and out, in and out. The falcon lets out one last, tender call, its note floating up to the stars like a final goodnight song. You feel your mind drift beyond even this moment, floating into a boundless sea of dreams, guided always by the moonlit wings. The hammock sways slowly, as though rocked by the moon herself. You feel every small sway lull your heart into an even softer rhythm, each motion like a quiet heartbeat of the night. You see hints of castles in the far hills, faint outlines of night's wandering moonlit fields, glimpses of falcons sweeping across star-splashed skies. Above you, the lantern-lit branches create a soft kaleidoscope of moon shadows, shifting shapes that look like tiny stories dancing across your closed eyelids. You breathe it in deeply, and as you exhale, you feel every thought melt like candle wax, pooling under a gentle flame. A cool, fragrant breeze drifts over your face, scented with hints of lavender, chamomile, and a faint sweetness, like honey warmed in the sun. It emits a soft, contented rumble. Not quite a coo, not quite a hum. It drifts down, slow as moonlight on water, and lands gently beside you. When you touch it, you feel an immediate, shimmering warmth spread from your fingertips, up your arm, over your shoulders, and into your heart. Each pebble pulses softly, like a heartbeat in miniature. You understand, in some quiet, knowing way, that these pebbles are the silent wishes of dreamers from centuries ago. Monks whispering to the moon from stone towers, village healers whispering prayers over herbal poultices, wandering minstrels strumming lullabies under twilight skies. The sound is so delicate, it feels like the whisper of 1,000 tiny bells far in the distance. You feel it settle around you, cradling every part of you in its hush. You imagine dipping your fingers into its cool waters and watching ripples glow in the starlight. But something in between, a sound that vibrates through your hammock and into your bones, inviting you even further inward. The falcon perches on a branch above you, folding its wings and tilting its head, listening to your breathing. You drift higher and higher, yet somehow also deeper and deeper within yourself. A vast mirror lake, reflecting the entire night sky so perfectly it seems to stretch into infinity. You can almost hear them singing a lullaby in a language older than any spoken word. A language of wind and starlight, of moonlit feathers and silver mist. A hidden garden with silver roses that bloom only when touched by moonbeams. You notice now that the ground beneath the hammock is covered in small, glowing pebbles. Each scene welcomes you like an old friend, each flower or ripple greeting you with gentle familiarity. The falcon stretches its wings again and releases a feather. That warmth feels like a gentle voice telling you your breath is a tide rolling in and out, so slow, so gentle. It feels eternal. You are safe, watched over by the falcons, silent, gentle heart, wrapped in the night's quietest lullaby. It is now perfectly in rhythm with the forest's hush, the falcon's calm presence, and the infinite patience of the moon. You feel its warmth in the air, a final, comforting presence. You are watched over. You are loved beyond the stars. Your breathing grows even softer, so quiet you can barely hear it. Somewhere nearby, you hear a faint trickling, perhaps a little moon-fed brook winding its way through mossy stones. The falcon releases another gentle call. This one is lower, deeper. A sound like a soft velvet blanket being drawn up to your chin. Your mind begins to float beyond all stories now. Beyond every tower, every stone path, every candlelit. You see distant fields of blue poppies glowing under stars. All these places are yours to explore in dreams, carried on the falcon's silent wings. The falcon's feather glows more brightly now, and you feel its warmth seeping into every corner of your being, clearing away every old echo of tension, every last whisper of restlessness. Your body is as soft and weightless as a moonlit petal. The lanterns above you sway lightly, their light dimming and brightening, as though they are breathing with you. Finally, the falcon tucks its head beneath its wing, signaling that it, too, is settling into dream sleep beside you. As your mind slips further into the deepest layers of sleep, you hear a last soft whisper in your heart. You have always been held. You will always return to this moonlit haven. Rest now. Dream now. Fly now. And so you let go completely. You drift beyond all words and sounds, into the infinite sky within yourself, soft as feathered down, weightless as moonlit mist. Here, you sleep in the embrace of the stars, and you drift deeper, deeper still, beyond all edges of the night, into your sweetest dreams.